We invite all listeners to tune in every Thursday at approximately 7:25 a.m. for TTUTA Speaks, a program which deals with all issues affecting teachers, schools, and the education sector in general. So join us right here on I-95.5 every Thursday morning at 7:25. A blessed Thursday morning to all I-95.5 listeners. This is the segment TTUTA Speaks, and I am your presenter, Patricia Eversley. I have the extreme honor, privilege, and pleasure to welcome the President of the Trinidad and Tobago Unified Teachers Association, Mrs. Antonia Tika De Freitas, to the microphone. Good morning, Mrs. De Freitas, and welcome.
Good morning, Patricia. Good morning, teachers, and good morning, citizens of Trinidad and Tobago.
The fact that this is the first opportunity I have had to interview you speaks to the fact that you all have hit the ground running. What are some of the issues that you and your executive have dealt with since taking office?
Indeed, Patricia, you will recall we had our march in San Fernando on the 5th of November, the day after we were installed, dealing with negotiations. Since then, we have been in constant communication with the CPO to have a meeting set up so that we can discuss salary negotiations and other matters pertaining to the terms and conditions of teachers. Additionally, we have been addressing health and safety issues in schools across the country. We have been trying to encourage our teachers and support our teachers, and especially against threats and efforts to intimidate them by the employer. We have also tried to strengthen the publicity and public relations aspect of TTUTA by ensuring that situations are comprehensively and explicitly put into the public domain. For example, the plight of custard lecturers, we would have articulated their concerns recently. We would have also shared information about the recent recognition that we received by the board to represent persons under the third schedule of the Education Act. We are in the process now of meeting with those groups to establish job descriptions and chart a way forward in terms of salary negotiations for them. So, Patricia, yes, we have been doing quite a bit, trying to reach out to teachers and reconnect with them.
The association also recently concluded its annual conference of delegates. What are some of the issues that arose from the conference?
Patricia, some of the major issues that the conference would have taken decisions on would have been: 1, the provision of additional technical and human resources for our districts to allow them to serve our teachers better; 2, ensuring that there is a comprehensive health and safety policy that schools and the association and the ministry would agree upon; 3, working towards the representation of business office assistants in primary schools, as well as school safety officers and other classes of support persons who work within the education system. It is the view of TTUTA that persons who serve schools in different capacities should all be under the umbrella of the Ministry of Education and therefore should be recognized as members and represented by TTUTA.
Thank you very much, Mrs. De Freitas, for joining me this morning. I know we have just touched on a very few issues, and I look forward to welcoming you back to do further interviews in the very near future.
Thank you, Patricia, for having me. And on behalf of the national officers of TTUTA, we would want to wish all teachers and all citizens blessings in the Christmas season and a productive 2020.
You have been listening to TTUTA Speaks. You can contact us at president@ttuta.org. That is president@tuta.org, or telephone TTUTA's head office at 645-2134, 645-3825, or 663-2738.